Hi,
Hi,
nice to meet you.
nice to meet you.
You're one of the best clients, 12 years of history.
Hmm.
Really respect you. Uh, what do you think about our meeting today?
Okay. Uh, I really enjoyed these years in Nexoil, but right now, for a personal reason, which I'm gonna be totally honest about it, I have always dreamed with my wife to do a sea trip. So we want to buy a boat and just sail around the world for two
Yeah.
years, and so that's why we are looking to sell uh, the station.
Okay, yeah. So you're looking for like 2 years, and that is why I want to leave your current job because as far as I know, you have a very successful business.
Yeah,
It's
I do.
quite profitable.
Uh huh.
And we were a little bit surprised to find out that we quit. You quit with your partner, with your wife.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, but I think that we can be good negotiators if we know more about ourselves.
Yeah.
That is why we have more information about ourselves, and
Mm-hmm.
that is why we can make a better deal.
Yeah.
So can tell you about a little bit about our situation.
Sure.
As you may know, I represent one of the biggest companies that operates in this business. We make supply to your company also. We're interested to buy your business because the location is pretty good.
Yeah.
And the port is developing very rapidly. And I would say that it would be great investment for us.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I don't know is that whether we have some common points of negotiation. I mean, whether we will be able to find price that will be profitable or conditions that will be profitable for the both of us.
Okay.
But I hope that we're able to do that.
Yeah.
Okay, just if you don't mind, I would like to ask you some questions
Sure.
to be more aware about your situation.
Sure.
Um, if I understand, if I would say that you would like to go for a trip for 2 years,
Yeah.
and what do you think about after 2 years? Are you gonna Are you planning to just to quit your work for the rest of your life, or you want to come back or work somewhere? Because as far as I know, you devoted almost all your life to this business, and it's very sad to quit it.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, my wife and I have been working in the stations for a lot of years. We now are 50s, and so really want to make the trip while we are young and we can enjoy it. So we both think now is the best time to do it. Financially, we need to sell the station in order to pay for this trip.
Yeah.
But of course, after the 2 years, we both know that we need a job or money to survive. Of course, so that's the plan. We want to do the trip, and after that, we are open to work or to have enough money
Yeah.
to just live here.
You mean you both open for job or just you?
It's just me.
Just you.
Yeah.
Okay. So if I would say that we are ready to pay 100K for your station, what do you think about this? About this price?
Um, no, it's definitely lower than what I think the station is value. Is the station's value. First of all, I already have another offer.
Yeah.
It's way bigger than what you're offering right now. It's much higher.
Yeah.
And but I also know that because you are Next Oil and you have the customer really like the Next Oil products, they are very attached to our station. So I think that you are the best buyer because you are the one that can get the more potential from this station. And the also relevant fact is that I am running the station from 12 hours a day. I think it was from 8 to 10 or something like that. But you have the financing power to operate, put a mini mart,
Yeah.
which increase the revenues, and operate this station 24 hours a day, which would be good because of the customers of the port. From the port, the night shift, they are like very good customers. There's a lot of potential in that market, but I can't take advantage of it because I need to sleep, of course.
Yeah.
So the other thing I know is that there are some other stations, but they are not available for sale. So the only station that is available for sale is my station. And the other fact that I know is that to build a similar station in this area, it would take 650K.
Okay.
I know that for a fact. Okay.
Yeah.
So I think we should definitely reach to like a closer number, like 100K. It's worse than my other offer. So
Yeah, I understand your arguments, but 100 case is just the figure that appeared after very sophisticated calculations that we made before we have meeting today. I mean, now your income per year is $75,000, right?
Mm-hmm.
You work around 16 hours per day.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Yeah, I think so. Yes. I think you're
Uh,
right.
yeah. One of the arguments that I have is that in this area we also have two other stations that are controlled by our competitors.
Mhm.
And if we buy your station, it will be a very like strong and severe competition with them because they also have a lot of resources that they will use to compete with us in this area, in this particular area. That is why it just means additional expenses for today's competition.
Mhm.
One more thing is that you're absolutely right. We have an intention if we buy your property to increase number of hours that it will work. I mean, we're like want to make it work 24/7 and 7 days a week.
Okay.
It will be a little bit more profitable, obviously, but not so much profitable because obviously from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. you don't have a lot of customers because it's 9 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And also on Sunday, it's like obviously there is no much customers in this day. So I also admit that we're gonna have more profit. It doesn't matter that we have much more profit if we buy our property.
Okay.
At the same,
But you know that you have the night shift from the port.
we have it, but the demand during the night hours is still lower than demand during the day hours. One more thing is that if we buy your property, if we buy your station, because we estimated your equipment, current equipment, and we think that if we buy your station, we will need to invest additional funds, additional money
Okay.
to improve your equipment to make it more like effective. That is why it will take around, according to our estimates, $125,000
Okay.
additional expenses.
Okay.
So that is why 100,000 was my initial offer. But now I see that you're a very serious partner because you know the facts, you know the information. That is why we can think about alternative solution, alternative proposition.
Okay.
Speaking of the value that we can create together, I mean, those hours, 9 hours, and working during Sunday, this is exactly what additional value we will have if we buy your station. Because right now you don't work on Sunday, you don't work during the night. So speaking of this amount, we can calculate, like let's say during the week, the value that or the income that we earn during night hours and that we earn on Sunday. And we can negotiate the part of this income that you will have from this station.
Okay.
Do you understand my proposition? It's not like exactly. I can tell you about like exact figures that I have, like exact calculations. Let's say now you have $75,000 per year. I have like a printout for you,
Okay.
just to explain. It means you work 16 hours per day and 6 days per week. According to our estimates, we're gonna work 24/7. We will have around 91 or 92,000 dollars per year as an income. So it means that the difference between my income, our income, if we will operate a station, your income is around 16 or 17,000 dollars per year. Is the difference. And we consider this project as like a 5-year project within the terms of 5 years,
Why just 5 years?
because we have like the strategy to buy 100 stations within the next 5 years. That is why we just consider 5 years as the term for our negotiation. But it's also negotiating. We can negotiate it this term also. I just make you like a blueprint of our calculations. So if the additional value that we can create together is the difference, around 16 or 17,000 dollars, I just propose to split it evenly, and every one of us will have 50% of this additional value per year.
Okay.
It means that you're gonna have around $8,000 per year, or $8,500 per year, and I also will have half the sum.
Okay. So how much is this? 8 times 5? It's
Um,
50,000 or something?
it's around, let's say, it's around 50,000, maybe 60,000,
60,000.
and 100,000 is the sum
What
that I will pay right away.
Okay. What about the actual value? I mean, did you calculate the value that I already have in the station? This is incremental value per year,
Yeah.
but you're not buying the just incremental. You're buying the entire station.
But what does it mean I buy the entire station? It means equipment.
Yeah.
It means building and
Yeah.
land.
Yeah.
We think that the price of all of this is $100,000.
No. Sorry, that's no. It's
You have like cash flow of income, of net income, of only $75,000 per year. Your equipment is quite old, and we will need to change it.
So you're offering me how much? So 160.
I offer you $100,000 as the price. I pay it right away, tomorrow, let's say, and the half of the income that we will earn from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. and the half of the income that we will earn on Sunday.
So how much? How much would you pay me?
It depends. It depends on our potential income.
Okay.
That is exactly the common point of our common point. If we earn more, you also have more.
Okay.
So we're both interested in improving the performance of this business.
Yeah. I'm interested in going sailing. Just okay. But
Yeah.
so let me see if I understand your offer. You're offering me 100K right away and 50% of the increased income,
Right.
which is approximately 60K.
You mean within 5 years?
Yeah.
Like over a period of 5 years?
Yeah.
Yes.
That is, I mean, we are like way away from the price. I have another offer.
Yes.
Which is they give me the money right away. It's more than double than what you're offering. I have an offer.
What's that? What is that?
I have an offer of British Petroleum of
Yeah.
400K.
Yeah.
400K.
It's a good offer.
And you're offering me 160. So we need to start making the numbers more real. And my estimate, I mean, now I heard your estimate. My estimate is that this station is going to be worth for you 650K. Okay?
Why is it so?
Because of all this potential, because of the mini mart, because of running 24 hours, etc. I estimate that this station is 650K for you. I know it's not worth now that, okay? So the optimal price, in my opinion, is 553K. But it's 650K worth for you. So I think the value we can do together, it's around 100K. Okay.
Okay.
So my thought is, why don't we meet halfway, and between these 550k and these 650k that you can work, that you can increase in value, and we can meet around 600k.
I understand your argument, but I'm limited in negotiation in terms of price.
Uh-huh.
So I cannot offer you more than a certain amount of money.
Okay, I get your point. That's perfect. I'm
Yeah.
also limited in the amount of money that I need now, because I need the boat, I need the some money for repairs, but I also need money for when I come back. So there's, I think, where we can start to create value together. For example, I have a cash constraint
Yeah.
right now. You also have one. We could agree on that cash constraint for now, and then we can get to that value after the 2 years. What do you think about that? With a job offer, for example.
Yeah. Speaking of your like alternative proposition from British Petroleum, right?
Yeah.
Do they propose you to hire you after 2 years when you come back?
No.
That is exactly the advantage of negotiation.
Yes, of course. I think that the British petroleum offer is not enough. 400k is not enough. So I'm going to turn that away. I also have I have talks with FINA, which is the other interested buyer. But I think that Next Oil is the ideal buyer for this. Why is that? Because our customers already value your brand, and I would also be interested in working with you in the future. So let me just state that I am also interested in this deal. I know we both have cash constraints, so maybe we can arrange that cash constraint if we and then speak in the next 2 years about the job offer.
Got your point. What if let's talk about your situation, and we can just adjust the amount of money that we can pay. You want to pay for a boat.
Yeah.
You told me about it. What's the price that you need to have, like you need to pay for a boat, and what's the additional like sum of money that you need to live within the next 2 years?
I mean, right now, for tomorrow, I need 300k.
Okay.
That's my cash constraint.
Got it.
298 to be
Got it.
exact.
Okay.
But for my living expenses through the next 2 years, I also need 115.
Okay.
So it would be 450.
So 300 plus 400.
115.
15.
Sorry.
So it means that the next 2 years, you will need around 415 together.
Yeah.
And the British Petroleum propose you 400 only.
Yeah.
So it's not an offer for you, obviously.
No. I'm not gonna accept that offer.
Yeah. Okay. What if I tell you that? Let me think a little bit about your proposition. You know what? When company actually buy the business, like buys the other company, it makes it. It buys the company with employees, with all this know-how, with all this technology.
Yeah.
But in this case, in your particular case, it's a little bit different because we buy the company, but we don't have no employees there because you are the only owners, as far as I know, and we need to find someone. We need to pay salary to them.
Yeah.
Like at least next 2 years because you won't be able to work this.
Yeah.
That is why I have like a proposal for you. If we like have some reasonable sum of money that I will pay you right away for the building and for land, we will negotiate this sum. I will give you, let's say, a loan for your future expenses to buy a boat to live next 2 years. And when you come back, you don't need to pay anything within the next 2 years. Just your cash flow is zero. And when you come back after 2 years, we will hire you as a manager because we understand that you're more like effective than other people who will potentially work there. We hire as a manager. We're gonna pay you salary, and let's say within the next 15 years, if you will work in your station, in our station at the time, for 15 years, your cash flow will be like more than the sum that you need. It's like more than $415,000 for sure.
Okay.
And if you like this proposition, we can discuss the figures.
Okay.
I have some
But
like spreadsheet.
what is your cash constraint right now to pay me? I'm
Um,
not talking about the salary, the future salary. What is your cash constraint?
Taking into account the salary that we're gonna pay and the all necessary improvements and investment that we need to do, I would say that I'm not able to pay you more than 250 price plus loan right away.
250.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not authorized to disclose like all the information that I have about the sum of money that I can pay, but we consider it this way, like 250 right away. I mean, let's say 100K is the loan and 150 is the price for your property. My initial offer was only 100, as you remember. So I already moved substantially from my initial
No,
proposition.
but the initial offer is, I mean,
Yeah,
what we're talking about here is the station.
I know that.
It's not about.
Yeah,
We are talking about the station, and
obviously.
they have already offered me 400K. I mean, I know that's not enough. That's not enough for my whole life, and I don't have a job after the
Yeah.
work. But why would I accept something less than that?
I
There's
agree
no
with you.
reason with that.
I respect you as a partner, and that is why I can give you some final offer that we have. It's like the best offer, and I'm not sure that we will be able to have a better proposition to you. Let's say this is the calculation of the cash flow for you that you're gonna have. First, we pay you 150 as the price, as I told you already, and 100 is a loan without any interest. So you will need to pay back only 100, so no more. So the first year right away you have 250 is the cash flow, positive cash flow. And then after 2 years, you will come back and we will pay you around $20,000 per year as a salary. It means that every year, after 2 years, we don't include this because I didn't know exactly what you would do.
So 20,000 per month.
It's per year.
20,000 per year.
Yeah. It means the first year you will have around $13,000 as the net cash flow, and of the period of 10 or of the period of 15 years, you will have around 450 or even more as the earnings that you got. Already taking into account the amount of loan that you need to pay
It's
back.
not 300. You told me in 20K per year
Yeah.
times 15 years.
Let's say yes.
So this is 300, right?
Yes. Plus price.
So 300
Plus 150 that you have right away.
so 400.
It's 450. And we also give you like a loan of 100 also tomorrow if you agree. The term of the loan is negotiable. It can be 15 years or a bit more.
No. You're still pretty far away.
We can calculate this in spreadsheet to have like the whole picture. Let's say this figure. The first year is the price plus loan plus net plus that, yeah, price plus loan. It's
Yeah, I get
250.
250.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then you won't work for the first year
I won't work for the second year.
and for the second year as well.
Uh-huh.
So it means that you also won't pay back your loan, obviously.
Okay.
So it means that then you start to work and you have, I mean, third year when you start to work, you have around $13,000 as the salary minus
Sorry,
loan.
do I get 2 more salaries here because I didn't work this one?
Yeah, obviously.
Can you add them?
Yeah, okay. It's not limited. I mean, we're pretty sure that we will hire you for the rest of your life if you're able to work. And I also need to increase this one for 2, I guess.
Yep.
Because the sum will be, yeah, 100. So here we have 0 and 0. Yeah, and also 2 years, 2 additional years. You will have this plus this minus this.
No, plus.
Plus, yeah, because it's already
Okay.
minus. By this year, you're gonna have even more. It's like a lot of money, and it will take you, after you come back, around 15 years to
Okay.
get this amount of money.
So can I see the sum in here?
Which one?
The I want to do this.
Yeah, sure.
So you begin. Okay.
And now I started to think whether it's good for me.
No, I mean, I don't know. I mean, the thing I'm not seeing here is that, in my opinion, the optimal price is 550, and for you it's 650.
Okay, let's say how many years do you want to work after you come back? It's all about this. If you want to work like 20 years, you told me that you're around 50.
Mm-hmm.
It means that you are able to work 20 years because life expectancy in the US is around 82 for men. It means,
I know if I'm gonna work when I'm 80.
but you will work until you're 70. It's 20 years. It's like, it's good. You will be hired because the British Petroleum, as you told me, won't hire you.
Okay.
And what are you gonna do? You don't have money, you don't have cash flow, you don't have salary. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, well, I know I need a job.
And who will hire the person over 50? You know.
I don't know. I have a good experience. But I don't want to argue about that. I want the job. I
Yeah.
know you guys want me. I want to work with you. So I am centered in this discussion.
Okay, let's talk about it.
There's no possibility you can raise this up because it's not enough for me. I need to buy the boat. I need to get the boat prepared.
Yeah, got your point.
It's not enough for me. Maybe you could increase the loan.
Yeah, it's negotiable. Let's say 130. Okay.
I need to get to 300. We are in 250. I need to get to 300.
Yeah, I got it.
Otherwise, I cannot make the trip. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand what you're talking about. 300, right?
Yeah, that's my constraint. I need 300 right away. Then we can discuss.
Let's talk about it. So if we have 150 as the loan and 150 as the salary, you have net 300 right away.
Yeah.
You will cover all your expenses for 2 years. Yeah, and it means that it.
No, sorry. I gave you Uh, Actually, it's not 300. It's for the 2 years, it would be 413. That's what I need. I wasn't counting the repairs.
413.
Yeah. So if you can increase and I mean that's a starting point for me.
Okay, but what's the expenses? Can you tell me about it? It's just a boat. What is it? What else?
I need the boat and I need to have money for repairs during my trip in case
Repair the boat,
in case something happens. Yeah.
and that's all.
No, and living and expenses, all that.
Yeah. Living expenses.
I need to buy the boat. I need to get it prepared. I need to have some money for living expenses and for the boat preparation. So
Yeah.
my constraint right now is 450 that I need right away.
Is there any way, like any opportunity, possibility to decrease this sum for you?
No, there's no possibility. I need that money right away.
We talk about the repairs, but we are like operators of the service stations. It means that if we need to repair something, we can help you with this, and you don't need money on that.
You can repair my boat.
I think so.
You can do that.
I think so.
That's good.
Because we already have a lot of equipment and a lot of stuff. If it won't take like a lot of efforts to repair,
Okay.
I think we're capable of that.
Okay.
So how
So that's good. So we have now a point where
Yeah.
we could meet halfway.
yeah. What's the like repair
It's
expenses?
400. It's 40K. So you can deduct that.
Yeah. Yeah, that is better. Obviously better than. Yeah. It's a little bit high. Okay, let's think about it. How much else? If we have these conditions, what's the amount of, what's the term of the loan? In how many years you need to pay back the loan?
We can agree on the 15 years.
15 years.
Like the years that I'm gonna work.
Yeah.
I think that's about.
Okay, so your proposition is that we pay 150 as the price for the building, land, and equipment.
No. I'm not arguing about the price yet. I think that is way lower. That I know for a fact that the land and the equipment right now is worth 400K because that's what they are willing to pay me.
But they will pay you, but they won't hire you, and you won't be able to be hired. I mean,
Okay.
I'm not talking about this split. I talk about the whole price that you're gonna have. I mean, the whole amount of money that you will have the first year that you will be able to cover all your expenses. It's 373. And then you will be hired until in the rest for the rest of your life. Hired in our company. We can make an agreement. We can.
Yeah. So how much would be my salary in this case?
Yeah, let's speak about the salary. You have 75 of income right now, but you're two partners here there.
Mm-hmm.
We need to divide the sum by 2 because your partner won't probably work in the company. It's 37,500, but I also need to take into account the investment that we're gonna do to improve the equipment and to build the market.
Sorry, what's just why do you think you need to improve the equipment? What are your concerns about the equipment?
This is in my case though. If I buy your property, I will invest additional money there.
Yeah, I know, but what's because I have information about the equipment.
Yeah.
So, what are your concerns regarding the equipment about that I have?
From my point of view,
Yeah.
it's like in the case, it's like it's the point of view of my company.
Yeah, I know.
The equipment is quite old, and we need to partially replace it.
Okay.
So to buy something new to make it more effective, to make the business more profitable by the end, in the end. Yeah. We also need to invest money to buy a market in your land, like close to the building.
Okay.
That will also bring additional income. Not so much, but so this is a lot of money to invest.
Okay.
That is why I adjust your salary.
No, because just I have a fact that, for example, my equipment have never failed environmental inspection. So maybe if you are concerned about environmental issues,
Yeah.
it would be
Exactly.
it would be good for you to know that my equipment
Yeah.
has never failed one. So if you are thinking about doing an investment in the environmental aspect of my equipment,
Yeah.
I can certainly tell you that that's not you don't need to do that. You can save that money. And if you want, we can set aside in case you have an environmental issue, you can deduct it from my salary. I know for a fact that my equipment, although it's not state of the art, it has never failed an environmental inspection. So
But-
if that is one
yeah.
of your concerns, you can save that, and we can meet halfway. You can give me half of that investment,
Yeah.
so you can increase my price.
But I see here that in my case, I can speak about it openly. Next door would want to update the current pumps in the mechanics area. I don't know what does it mean. It's
You
like-
have to do what?
Like, update the current pumps, pump,
Yeah.
and the mechanics area. For
Okay.
some reason, our analysts think that we need to do that.
Okay.
It's not about only.
That might be the case, but if you have environmental issues, that's not the case. You have a quantifiable environmental investment that you have to do.
Yeah, so we can talk about environmental issues. So we don't have it right now. Like with you, you said that you don't have any environmental problems with your equipment, right?
No,
So-
no. We have never failed an environmental inspection.
Yeah.
So maybe if you have to do an investment in environmental equipment, you can save that. Just as I am saving my maintenance and repairs with your stations.
Yeah.
So
okay,
I think that's how we create the value.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, let's adjust a little bit.
So how
Like
much
your
how much
salary.
do you need to how much were you thinking about investing in environmental
I don't know.
improvements? You don't know. Okay.
I don't have information about it. But okay, I understand your argument, and let's take into consideration. And let's say that you will be paid around 25,000 per year.
20,000. So how much would that give me in sum?
We also need to adjust this figure. The loan,
Yeah, you can do this divided by 15.
right?
Just to be clear, are you sure I can repair my boat in your stations? You know that for a fact?
I don't know that for a fact, but it's like to be creative, we have an equipment. We repair cars. That
Okay.
is potential. We can.
You have
repair.
stations all over the world.
Um, let me check. Let me check about my company.
I know. I'm scared that we get a solution that is not real. I don't know.
Do not have any information about it. But if it's a big company, probably it sort of it works in many countries. I don't know. Okay, let's just finish with this. Right, divided by 15, and we need to. And let's
So how much am I getting?
check this on. What's that? Give me a second. Yeah, it's almost one more. And the sum alone.
It should be 223.
Yeah. So your loan expires at this year. This is the final year because it's already more than.
Okay. So just to be clear, I think we should do something about the repairs because.
But you see the amount of the accumulated value, the accumulated of cash flow that you have, like by the end of the 10 years, you have that you work in our company. It's already a lot of money, and at 2 years more, it's around 500K that you have.
So in
And my advantage is that I don't pay any other people salary.
yeah,
I pay you.
exactly.
It's like our common point. But I still need to pay salary during the first 2 years, and I also ask you to take into account this amount of money.
Okay. So my value, how much would it be in total?
It depends how many years you will work.
Okay. Can I
Sure.
check something? So if I do like this. You don't have a possibility to raise this up, right? The price.
It will be an issue for me.
Because that's the thing. I need 413 right at the start. If the repairs is not deductible.
But I think that the repair is the point where we're supposed to be like creative.
Oh, really?
I think.
But you
so.
have in your sheet, you have something about that you do repairs to both your
No.
stations. Ah.
I'm honest with you. I don't have this information. I just
Ah,
try
okay,
to be
okay.
creative.
Okay. So we can do. Hmm,
I think it's a good offer. You have like a steady cash flow every year.
Yeah.
You're safe. You do not have any risk to lose all your money if you pay the whole sum. Let's say 500,000, which we were unable to pay, obviously. But if you pay this amount of money, you can lose it somewhere. And right here, you have like cash flow every year steady. You're protected. You will work for us. I don't see what can be your doubt. And this is pretty much what we can offer you. Yeah.
I'm a bit concerned about the repair stuff. What about because it's 40K that I need to take into account.
Okay. let's take it to the car.
And how because how would we estimate how much does these repairs cost to you?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
But-
I'm just worried that we are reaching to a magical solution that
Yeah.
it's not possible to do it given the information.
But let's say that you're gonna buy a new boat, right?
Yeah.
And the chance or the probability that your boat will fail during the first 2 years is pretty low. Let's adjust the sum that you need on the probability and calculate the expected value that you will need to repair. It will be fair. Because I'm not sure that you will need to repair the boat within the first years. In the first 2 years.
No, but it's not just, it's also maintenance and repairs. So
No,
I don't think we
I
can,
got it.
and these are the bare minimum estimates. So we need to take into account this 40K.
Got it.
So we need to raise this to 413. If not, I cannot do the trip. We need to raise that to. We are pretty close. We should raise this 40K in the price, and I would seal the deal with that.
190?
Yeah, if we do 190 and 190 plus loan, that's sorry.
Yeah, sure.
Then I will erase it.
Okay.
But if we do this, get 190 plus loan. So it will be like this, right? Am I right?
Yeah. But
We are not meeting halfway there because, I mean, my estimate is that this is worth 650 to you. Is my estimate correct? I don't know. What is your estimate? That how much do you value?
I can bet. In my case, I have an information tank and build the station by myself in the pretty same location. But and I will pay for this around $675,000.
Yeah.
But there is another constraint for me that I cannot pay more than a specific amount of money. This sum is much lower than 675.
Yeah. So, okay.
That is why I'm.
So can we meet halfway and do? And do 550. I don't know.
No,
580.
It's impossible. It's impossible.
This doesn't work for you?
It doesn't work. I cannot pay this amount. For sure.
You have like you cannot give me 413 right away.
I can give you 413 right away.
Okay.
If we split it like the loan and the whole sum for the building and this loan and the price.
Okay.
That is why right away you have 413, and I'm happy with this.
Okay.
But more it will be tricky to pay more, to be honest.
Okay. So 413 right away is okay.
Yeah.
And then we do
Then we hire you. You work for us.
Yeah.
You pay back your loan after 2 years.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure. Okay. This will pay you the. So this would be. This. So it should be from 15 years, right? So it will be
Yeah. Let's speak about 15 years.
4, 10, sorry. 231. This divided by 15.
Yeah, it is. What was your offer? So BP proposes 400K. It's already more, and we hire you and pay salary.
Yeah, but I also give you some value with my work.
Yeah, I mean it's a good offer for both of us.
But my point is, if this station for you is worth 675, as you told me,
Yeah.
in my opinion, this station is by a fact, but from what I estimate is 550. Why don't we meet halfway and we create value together?
What's the price to meet halfway?
The price to meet halfway would be 597.
I cannot pay this. This is like the case. That is why it's difficult, because I cannot pay the price that you think is good, and also you cannot accept the price that I think is good. So we need to create some additional advantages, and this additional advantage for you is, for me, is to hire you because you're effective manager, and for you because you get salary.
I am sorry. I expressed myself wrong. I'm not saying that you have to give me these 597 right away, right? I'm just saying, with this 413, I'm happy. Okay.
Yeah.
We agree. I'm just saying to raise my salary.
Mm-hmm.
We need to raise my salary to get to 597. So that would meet.
Yeah. I got
we
it.
would meet halfway with that.
Got it, point. I would raise your salary by 3K.
So how much? So, sorry.
Yeah.
So, can we put this?
No. You just. Why do you want to do this? Just do it like this.
Ah, okay. So I would be getting with this 600. Okay.
But now I think whether it's good for me. How many times?
But it says 675 worked for you. It's 553 worked for me. We can meet halfway, right? It's 675, 553. We split this halfway. So this is 122. We can split 61 and 61. So it would be, the optimal price would be 553 plus 61. So it would be 4. This is 1. So 614 is the optimal price. And we are in 610.
So we'll be close.
We're close. We just need a very, how much is 4,000 divided by 15? 4,000 divided by 15? 266.
Okay, come on. It's like.
Okay, so if you raise my salary 266 more, we are, I think we meet it halfway, we create value. What do you think about that? If we do 28 and 266 as a salary. With that, we should reach to the.
Do you see how much time do you have more?
We have 6 minutes.
6 minutes.
So if you add if you add
Yeah.
this up, which is the price, the loan, and the salary, we are there, 614.
Okay, let me do my private calculations
Sure.
for 1 minute. Okay, the salary 28 to 66.
Yeah.
Okay. Mhm. Okay. Give me a second. So, let's discuss the final conditions, right? I pay you 190.
Uh-huh.
I pay you 223,000 as the loan.
Yeah.
So it means that I pay you as a whole 413. Then you come back after 2 years. I pay you 28,000 as a salary. 28,266 as a salary. One more question.
Yeah.
Are you able to work alone without your partner? Are you effective enough to work alone?
Yes, of course.
We will still need to hire someone because you cannot work 24/7. This is the problem.
Okay.
Understand my argument?
So
We need at least 2 more people to close like this. Night hours, Sunday. Yeah. That is why it will be too expensive for me. Let's just a little bit decrease a little bit the salary, because in other case I'm not sure that I will be profitable.
but in case my concern is that with this we are meeting halfway. If you decrease my salary, we won't meet halfway.
But you don't take into account the expenses that I have.
Isn't the station valuable 675 work for you? I know the expenses that you have. I also have my expenses in the boat.
Yeah.
Center, but
What time do we have?
we have 2 minutes.
Okay. What if I pay you 28? I mean,
But the thing is, we are not meeting halfway if we do that.
I know that, but I told you already that we have to hire someone. We have some additional investments. We have to hire at least 2 more people. Man, yeah, it's an issue.
It's an issue, yes, because I also need a car or a place to live. I need a job, so.
And we have around 1 minute to finish this
Okay.
negotiations.
So you told me 28. I don't know. We can do 28 and 180. And split.
Okay,
Okay, so I think we are.
let's make a deal.
What's the next?